This is the future.
Today is March 7th, 2024. It is 3:32 p.m. This is video number 3. I wasn't expecting to do any videos for today again, but I went to the gym when I came back and I saw some really interesting news going on Twitter. So since my husband went to the office, the house is quiet, so I decided to record it as soon as possible before they come home. All right, so this is what I have for you guys. This was this morning. That was on our part of Pew Service, and this was what Archewell Team Sussex. These are the 2 videos I already did, and this is what I'm gonna share with you. Hopefully nobody comes before I finish it. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. Let me grab it, and I think I'm gonna put this video on PYTE. If there are any new subscribers, welcome. So let's go on Twitter. Alright, so this is on the list, but not now. I want to read the Vanity Fair one first, and then I'll check the other tweets. Alright, Vanity Fair exclusive. Meghan Markle is teaming up with actor Geena Davis and the nonprofit Mom First to raise awareness about the ways mothers are depicted on television. Okay, I already have the article open, so let's go to it. The link of the article will be in the description. Okay, Meghan Markle is teaming up with Geena Davis to change our perceptions of moms on TV. On Thursday, the Duchess of Sussex and the nonprofit Moms First are announcing the result of a study on television moms with the Geena Davis Institute and Geena and Media. I didn't know she had that. Very interesting. Right, March 7, 2024, which is today. There's Geena Davis. I haven't seen her in a while. Okay, so let's read. Before anyone knew her as the Duchess of Sussex, suit fans knew Meghan Markle for her role as Rachel Zane, the USA Network show's wise and intelligent fan favorite paralegal. Mirroring Meghan's in 2018 trips down the aisle and pivot to philanthropy, Rachel's storyline over 7 seasons also ended with a wedding and a big job in New York City. Now a mother of 2, Meghan is setting her sight on the next phase of life as it appears on a small screen. The Duchess is teaming up with actor Geena Davis and Moms First, a longtime charity partner of the Archewell Foundation, to raise awareness about the ways television depict characters who are mothers, backed up by data gathered from programming across 2022. On Thursday, Mom First and the Geena Davis Institute on Gender and Media shares the result of a study. It seems like they have it here. Let me click on it. I'll go to it in a few. Okay, so there it is here, but let's continue with that first. Okay, that shows how those portrayals don't always reflect reality and argues that a change is necessary if we want to shift public attitude and policy. The study funded by the Archewell Foundation found that though TV moms have become slightly more diverse, they are still underrepresented as earnest and are still largely young, white, and thin. In 2022, when a couple with a kids under 18 had a clear breadwinner, they were male 86.5% of the time. The study found that childcare and the realities of keeping a house running are largely erased. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Davis said she was surprised by how dated the various portrayals of TV moms seemed. Quote, "The representation of motherhood seemed like such a throwback," and she continues, "It didn't reflect modern reality anywhere near as close as I had hoped or imagined." In a statement, Meghan explained her reasoning for signing on to the project. Quote, "My past experience as an actress and now today as a producer and mother have amplified my belief in the critical importance of supporting women and moms both behind the lens and in front of it." And she continues, "This report about the portrayal of mothers in entertainment highlights the gaps we need to fill to achieve true representation in the content we create and consume, and I'm honored to support this work through the Archewell Foundation." Davis has been working on issues of women representation since she founded the Institute in 2004. How? I have not heard of it. How? Was I aware of it and forgot? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. My goodness. Based on the idea that presenting producers and film executives with the numbers about gender disparity in media could lead to tangible change, images have a profound impact on people's perceptions of themselves and others, and therefore the images can be used to create good. She says, I saw that children movies and TV made specifically for kids seem to have a huge gender disparity. It depends on who's creating. And when you look at reality, what's happening in regular life, okay, how they're trying to shift the narrative, which direction they want people to go. And when you look at the decision with the Trump thing to be back on the ballot, you see, it's definitely divided between the men and the women. So we need to pay attention. And it's not too long ago, I think I was talking about early 90s, late 80s, where there was some sort of a talk to have inclusivity and all of that. And then it was working fine. That was during the Cosby, a little bit maybe after Cosby, not after. No, it can't be. But anyway, there was that talk. And then it started to flourish. And then all of a sudden, it stopped. Probably, I would say maybe during the WB, when there was Living Single. What was those other TVs on UPN? Okay, we were seeing this type of shows happening. And then all of a sudden, bloop, disappear. So, yeah. But anyway, these just crossed my mind. Okay. What if we were training kids from the beginning to have unconscious gender bias by showing boys as more important and taking up more space in the world? You know what I'm thinking about? When Meghan, the dishwasher soap that Meghan, I believe it was, where the voice changed from women to people. What was it? Women are fighting greasy pot and pans. And they changed it from women to people. That's what I remember. I don't have that video. Alright, in the past, the Institute has looked at subjects including diversity in media, gender stereotypes on screen, and the industry's approach to mental health. And the result of the Institute studies have had an effect on industry opinions. But for their look into TV motherhood, they team up with Moms First to aim for an even broader impact. When founder and CEO Rishma Sujani founded the charity as the Marshall Plan for Moms in 2021. Archewell signed on as did I went over that already? There's so many charities I need to highlight on our part of Pure Service. I don't think I did that one yet. Okay, Archewell signed on as an early donor. Since then, the organization has been lobbying to pass paid leave policies and push for reform to the nation's broken children system. Right now, they could try. I'm not saying don't try, but the way our politics is, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Okay, we need to keep on talking about it, bring awareness so people could open their mind to understand what's happening, because the MAGAs, the puny brains are taking over, making noise everywhere. So prevent people from hearing these. What we have in our society is that there's a group that trying to fix things. There's a group that wants to move forward. There's a group that wants to undermine what everybody's trying to do to move forward. Okay, so while we are moving forward, we need to be vigilant of those who wants to mess up what we already fixed. So the way our politics is right now in our society, I don't see it moving forward because there's too many uneducated minds to understand what's going on right now. So my phone rang. But the thing that is going on right now, the same way we see the medias have been hijacked and putting nonsense nonstop on our TV screen to shift the narrative, it's also being played in the psyche and our television shows. So paying attention to these things is worthwhile. That way we could make a change. And women who are in the industry, okay, because they have experience in producing and creating and be part of the entertainment industry. So this is where they come in to make things realistic, which is exactly what Meghan is doing right now. But yeah, it was, in my humble opinion, I think they made the effort to make sure this is what they're portraying on TV, because this is the way they want to lead our society. Okay, in my humble opinion. Buildings Mom First came out of the pandemic and really seeing millions of women getting pushed out of their workforce because we live in a country that didn't allow mothers to be both. Sujani says her previous experience as the founder of Girls Who Code helped her realize, why do I feel like I heard that before? Okay. Help her realize that changing the role of women in a giving field about providing opportunity along with changing hearts and minds. Quote, for me, it was about what is the impact on cultures. If you don't value something, you don't respect it. That is very true. That is very true. It's funny, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking about how the left behinders, they don't value the institution. This is why I keep on saying the brother, the other brother don't understand his position. Therefore, there's no value for it. I don't think he respected. Harry respected. All right, but let's continue. And you don't invest in it. When I look at TV, it's like you then see images that really accurately reflect motherhood and pop culture. The report notes that only 15% of TV parents are ever shown doing domestic work like cooking or cleaning. Still less than 10% of TV parents had a messy house. Sujani says that only seeing images of perfect houses without any of the labor that keeps a home running can help feed feelings of mom guilt and fuel a gender imbalance in housework. Davis adds that these informal taboos can also limit the imaginations of the people who make TV. We're not at all saying, hey, portray mothers better by making them seem even more perfect. What we're saying is they're living out reality of motherhood, the difficulties and challenges, she says. Well, if you think about it, I understand what she's saying here. It's who was creating these personas. So if it is men that is creating these shows, they do not know what women actually do and things like that. So they're doing it under perception of what they believe or what they want things to be. This is what I get from it. Okay. Let's continue. But I understand what she's saying. I'm not trying to diminish what she's saying. Davis says her advocacy work came out of her experience playing Thelma in 1991, Thelma and Louise, and watching the film become a cult classic. Quote, I had really wanted to be in a movie because I thought they were great characters, but I wasn't prepared for the reaction that it had, she said. Suddenly, people wanted to tell me how the movie impacted them. The characters are complicated, but they were nevertheless important and meaningful to the audience. It made me suddenly realize that we don't give women empowering films. It's very rare to give women the experience of being able to identify with the female characters and living vicariously through a female character. Davis mentioned that she hasn't had the chance to catch the Duchess role in Suit, but she is thankful for the support from the Archewell Foundation. Quote, we love having her support and the support of Archewell, Davis said. We can't do it without financial support like that, and it's obviously a subject that's very near and dear to her heart. Sujani thanked Meghan for the work she has done since the pandemic to support the charity and makes issues like paid leave a central part of her platform. Quote, she had a line she will say, and I always steal it from her. The most important title I have is mother, Sujani says. The one asked is to show our multidimensionality, show us both as mom and workers, not just show one or the other, show us as we are both. Alright, so that's that. Let's go. Oh, I said I wanted to look at this. Okay, Geena Davis Institute. Okay, rewriting motherhood, how TV represent mom, and what we want to see next. Okay, so that's a decent read. I'll read some of it. The link will be in the description, and you guys could check it out. All right. Although many factors contribute to the persistent belief that moms who work should also be their family's primary caregivers, in this report, we are interested in the degree to which fictionalized portrayal of mothers in media reinforce or disrupt this reality, giving the influence of popular media on social norm and expectations. In this study, we investigate the cultural meaning of motherhood as told in scripted television. The study explores whether those portrayals reflect the diverse experiences of mothers in the US, and if those representations speak to structural changes that will benefit moms and increase gender equality. Our analysis of scripted television programs from 2022 that features mothers and the title cast find authentic portrayals of motherhood intermingling with portrayals of reproduced unrealistic expectation for moms, likely contributing to the guilt and shame they experience, while setting fathers up for failure too. The following key findings represent opportunities for more realistic portrayals of mothers on television. Okay, mom on TV are most likely white, young, and thin. Wow. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna read the parts that are in bold, and then you guys could go and read more into the description, all of that. Okay, so there's that. When a TV family has a clear breadwinner, nearly 9 out of 10 times it is a dad. Okay, the realities of childcare are invisible on TV. 1 and 5 TV. Very interesting. TV homes are spotless, but we almost never see the work involved to keep them that way. Very interesting. Less than 1 in 10 TV parents. Okay, TV moms are effortlessly attractive. Over 3 times as many moms were depicted to be desirable to the viewers. Okay, so there's more. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because I record already, but the link of this will be in the description. It's very interesting though. It's very interesting. So let's go back to Twitter and see what people are talking about. Meghan Markle, the most resilient person on the planet. I love this. Geena Davis, one of my favorite actress. Don't miss the chance. Okay, that's an ad. What the F? Okay, what is that? What does that mean? Okay, Meghan is busy while they are still looking for Kate on the island. I love seeing Meghan's support for girls and women be together. That's our Meghan, always booked and busy. All right, that's an ad. Okay, headliners, Rockstar alert. Awesome, Meghan always supporting women and girls. I love a consistent Duchess. All right, so that's, I thought that was an ad. Great initiative. Thank you, Meghan, Geena, Rishma, and everyone else involved in this very important study. All right, Meghan committed and lifelong advocacy for women and gender equality, equity is admirable. I'm glad she has teamed up with Geena Davis. Okay, so I have another tweet. How many did I say I have? So there's another tweet that making reference to it. Okay, let's check it out. So there's this here. Since I read the article, I'm not gonna read this. Quote, my past experience as an actress and now today as a producer and mother have amplified my belief in the critical importance of supporting women and moms, both behind the lens and in front of it. Meghan on her collaboration with Mom First and Geena Davis. There's the heart here. All right. Just in case if you didn't read, well, then again, I read the thing. All right, you could pause and read it because I just read it. All right, so there's that. That's the article. So proud of her. She is doing great things. Okay, that's Ad. This is awesome. Booked and busy. That's our girl. I'm so freaking proud of her. There's that. You read that right, producer. The squad always come with that GIF. So awesome. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. And I think it's making reference to it as well. Okay. I'm so proud of Mom First collaboration with the Geena Davis organization, made possible by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and the Archewell Foundation. All we are asking for is multidimensionality. Thank you at Vanity Fair and vendor, who's that? Erin Vanderhoof. Okay, so she's a writer, staff writer, Vanity Fair, accidental royal watcher. Accidental. Okay, for the exclusive. Okay, there's the heart. Thank you so much for your personal time and commitment to highlighting topic that truly makes a difference to young girls and women around the globe. Your TED Talk gave my STEM student Renew. Oh, I need to look at that. Spirit and facing her tough dual credit advanced math, science, and courses. Okay. Great enlightening report. Thank you to all who contributed and for sharing with the public. You made me think differently about not just television, but also about the images ordinary moms put on our social media feeds. We should be brave and show pictures of our messy houses. Perfect perfect images feed mom guilt. Okay, interesting read, amazing report. Thank you for sharing. That's the heart. One of the I put a post. They schedule it to be in 2 weeks. What did I send the post? I said something. It has to do with uncle of Kate, who's in one of the show, and then there's a organization in the UK who's calling foul why ITV is allowing him to be on the show, and within the comment, and I was reading some stuff, and it made me realize, yes, what happened to that particular charity that support for women and all of that? Where were they when Meghan was in the UK and they were, mainstream media, and they still at it still, okay, bashing on her? Where were they to talk and as a form of defense for Meghan? And I decided to schedule it, I believe, in 2 weeks. Why? Because the uncle was being dragged, so I don't want my interpretation of the charity to overshadow the I don't have that many subscribers, but I didn't want I just want the dragging to continue, so I don't interrupt it. So I schedule it for, I believe, the 21st or something like that. But anyway, that just crossed my mind. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I think I'm done with that. The next tweet that I have is a video. I was going to record it later tonight, but since I'm making a video, I might as well share it here. Okay, it's Tom Hanks who's talking about the Tulsa massacre. He was not aware of it. Okay, so I came across it and I want to share it with you, and there will be a screenshot. Okay, a lot of white Americans and some black Americans will be shocked by the many things that were not taught to them in order to make white popos and mimas not look as racist as some of us knew them to be. And the thing is that they continue the thing, and then they're preventing things from moving forward. But anyway, let's continue. History shouldn't be selective. When it is, it gives selective amnesia and hurt us all in the end. Not too long ago, did I share the link, or was it just a screenshot with NCAA is removing some I don't know, I forgot how that article went. I'm going based on memory right now. How I guess past athletes, black African American athletes, their achievement, they're trying to erase that. And I came across it, and I think I shared it. I don't remember if it was only on Twitter or did I share it on my community board as well. All right, so let's listen to this. Did I finish with it? Okay, when it is, it gives selective amnesia and hurts us all in the end. Okay, Tom Hanks discusses never being taught about the Tulsa massacre. It's 1 minute and 26 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put screenshot. Let me go into it so I could see it bigger. All right, so let's listen.
Read a New York Times piece on a 100-year-old survivor of the Tulsa massacre. And my question was this: what's the Tulsa massacre? How is it that it wasn't until 2 years ago that I heard about the Tulsa massacre? How is that possible? I've heard about Custer's Little Bighorn. I heard about the Alamo. I heard about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. I heard about all kinds of disasters in which people died. But I had never heard about this thing that happened in 1921, only 3 years before my dad was born. One of the most successful black communities in America, Black Wall Street, in which everybody was not only burned out of their homes and their businesses, but then driven out of the city limits by an angry mob of, I'm sorry, white people. How is it that this was not taught to me? Because I tell you, at the age of 10, when I was in 5th grade, living in Oakland, California, that would have been a moment of enlightenment for me. And it made me mad. It made me mad that somebody had somehow made an editorial process of what was appropriate for us to learn about our own American history. It made me angry. And it took me 54 years in order to find this out. It's not right. It's not right. It's doing a disservice to all of America.
Okay. Right now. Okay, well, soon never hear about Gaza too. I'm telling you, I think I posted something like that. Give it 15 years. Oh, I've been saying it only take 10 years. Not only to destroy a generation, but to change the perspective of generation. When I'm looking at some people, it's unbelievable. Okay, I've been saying this. Okay, wait until he finds out about the truth of Central Park. I'm not gonna stay too long on this. Lovecraft Country, though, fantastic. Okay, that's something else. Now, this Tulsa wasn't the only Black Wall Street. There were more, and they all got the same treatment. Okay, let's bookmark this. Alright, funny, I met 2 co-workers, 2 older white people, men and women. They never heard about the Underground Railroad. What? What? Underground Railroad and Harriet Tubman. They literally were confused when I was mentioning a historical site in Illinois. What? They waste children time teaching them fairy tales like Christopher Columbus, Thanksgiving, and Johnny Appleseed, but ignore actual real American history. To learn from good and bad history, to be selective is dangerous to entire generation. Okay, Lovecraft Country did an excellent episode into the Black Wall Street Massacre, Tulsa Massacre. Extremely emotional. Brace yourself. Madness. Okay, at Tom Hanks, you probably don't know about the military testing dirty bombs and the ghetto either. That I'm not aware. They teach us physicists about this. I didn't know about that. Phew. Tulsa Massacre featured prominently in the 2019 miniseries Watchmen 2019, so hopefully it is better known today. My dad was born in 1919 in Kentucky, but I grew up in racist Indiana. Hoosier hate to discuss their racism too. H.O.F. Oscar Robertson and Rob Gibson were rejected by Indiana University because they were black athletes, but the Reverend Jim Jones wasn't. Does Tom Hanks know that? I'm telling you, it's crazy. One of many hidden stories, our horrific history. Alright, so I went too deep on that. So this is the one who tweeted it. And there's me here. Let's hear. Let me read whatever here until I get to mine. And then I have a prayer that's from one of the squatters. Okay, I live in Oakland and we were never taught about Black Wall Street or the Tulsa Massacre. I'm 47, so this will have been mid-1980s. Okay, we were not taught in school either in California, but my mother made concerted effort to buy us books about African Americans and people of other cultures and their history. Okay, it's funny looking back at what passed for exposing kids to different cultures. Wear this headdress. There was a wig with braids, and we all really thought that we were worldly at 8. God, that did not age well. Okay, so this is me here. Oh, they are going deeper into erasing Black American history thanks to all the educators who kept this information alive. Oh, they are doing it right now to Palestinians. You see, this is why I told you, 4 hours ago, I tweeted about it. Oh, they are doing it right now to Palestinians. They prevent people from talking about it in order for them to write their own version. Why books are being removed now. Okay, so that's that. Now, the last tweet that I have is a prayer. Alright, I went from Meghan to all of that, so I decided to squeeze this. Okay, good morning, word of the day. This is one of the squaddies. Okay, let's put it bigger. Revelation 4:11. You are worthy, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power, for you created all things, and by your will they were created and have their being. Okay, there's another one here. God, you are worthy of all praise, and you created me to praise you. So please show me how to worship you and all that I do. When people look back on my life, I want them to give you glory. So please teach me how to make my life an act of worship. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so that is it. Alright, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
Evolution. This is the future.